This is All India Radio. In Spotlight, now we bring you a special program on Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh Liberation War and President NATH KOVIND'S address at the Victory Day celebration in Bangladesh.
শোনো একটি মুজিবরের থেকে লক্ষ মুজিবরের কণ্ঠস্বরের ধ্বনি প্রতিধ্বনি আকাশে বাতাসে ওঠে রনি বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ শোনো একটি মুজিবরের থেকে লক্ষ মুজিবরের কণ্ঠস্বরের ধ্বনি প্রতিধ্বনি আকাশে বাতাসে ওঠে রনি বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ.
That was the voice of Anshuman Roy with the song Shono Ekti Mujiborer Theke. The song narrates how the voice of one Mujibur, the father of Bangladesh, resonates with a million others, reverberating across the skies in praise of their beloved nation. The evocative song is steeped in nostalgia, harking back to the heady days when Bangladesh came into existence 50 years from today. On the 16th of December 1971, Pakistani forces surrendered to the joint Indian and Bangladeshi forces in what was one of the most emphatic victories on any battlefield in history. India's Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla speaks on the significance of the day.
The 16th of December marks the date on which Pakistani forces surrendered to the joint Indian and Bangladeshi forces, and it is a day on which the state of Bangladesh was created. It is a day that is important to both our countries, and it is fitting that our two countries are celebrating this event jointly at the highest levels.
The year 2021 holds a special significance in the relations between India and Bangladesh. The year commemorates the confluence of three major events in the life of Bangladesh and its friendship with India. The Triveni of celebrations include the Golden Jubilee of the independence of Bangladesh, the birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and 50 years of the establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Bangladesh. In continuation of the bilateral engagement between the two neighbors at the highest level, India's President NATH Kovind is on a 3-day visit to Bangladesh. On the first day of his visit on Wednesday, President Kovind paid tributes to the martyrs of the Bangladesh Liberation War. India's Foreign Secretary, Mr. Harshvardhan Shringla, in a press briefing, described the happenings on the first day of the visit.
To commemorate the joint sacrifices made by the armed forces of both our countries during the Liberation War, President presented a replica of a 1971-era MiG-21 aircraft to the President of Bangladesh. The original aircraft itself has also been received in Bangladesh and has been installed at the Bangladesh National Museum for public viewership, and it has been gifted to the National Museum. This is also in tribute to the memory of the over 1,660 Indian armed forces personnel who sacrificed their lives for our common cause in the cause of the liberation of Bangladesh. In the afternoon, President had substantive meetings with the Honorable Prime Minister as well as the Honorable Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, both of whom called on him as per protocol. With the Foreign Minister, the President expressed satisfaction on the excellent progress made in the robust and multifaceted bilateral partnership and emphasized the important role that foreign ministries play in such bilateral relationships.
Today, on the second day of his visit, President Kovind graced the Victory Day and Mujib Borsho celebrations in Bangladesh. In his address, the President spoke about the dreams and aspirations cherished by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and how they are being carried forward under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina.
Gono Prajatantri Bangladesher জনগণকে আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন ও শুভেচ্ছা জানাই. On this historic 50th anniversary of the liberation of Bangladesh, I bring you festive greetings from your 1.3 billion brothers and sisters in India. We celebrate with you this historic day. 50 years ago, the ideological map of South Asia changed irreversibly and the proud nation of Bangladesh was born. On this occasion, I pay tribute to the memory of the untold suffering of tens of millions of people of Bangladesh, especially the brutalized daughters, sisters and mothers. It is their sacrifice and the righteousness of the cause of Bangladesh that has transformed the region. Indeed, seldom has humanity witnessed sacrifices on a scale so epic as during the 1971 War of Liberation. Your struggle for freedom has a special place in the hearts of every Indian, especially those of my generation. Visiting the solemn memorial to the millions of martyrs at Savar and the Bangabandhu Museum yesterday were deeply emotional experiences for me. I was especially inspired to hear extracts of his stirring March 7 speech. This is justly recognized by UNESCO in the Memory of World Register, as it always evokes the spirit of justice, freedom and democracy. History also has few examples to equal the scale of empathy and grassroots level support that your struggle evoked in India. People spontaneously opened their hearts and homes to offer all possible support to the people of Bangladesh. It was our abiding honor and our solemn responsibility to help our brothers and sisters in their hour of need. Ladies and gentlemen, history will always bear witness to this unique foundation of our friendship, forged in the People's War that liberated Bangladesh. Veterans of that war, both from India and Bangladesh, some of whom are here in this audience, including the Honorable President of Bangladesh, are living testimony to the power of faith and friendship which can move mountains. Excellencies, friends in Sonar, Bangladesh, your invitation for me to visit and participate in this celebration of 50 years of the Liberation War is a unique honor. It is also a true reflection of our very special friendship. Like Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, I am delighted that my first visit outside India since the outbreak of COVID pandemic is to your country, Bangladesh. I am also honored to participate in the Mujib Borsho celebrations. A little over 50 years ago, the vision of an independent Bangladesh inspired millions. But it seemed a remote and impossible dream then to naysayers, skeptics and detractors. The international context and realpolitik seemed to rule out the prospects of liberation, set against a brutal, determined and well-armed foe who would stop at nothing. The odds were very much against Bangladesh. But the inspiring statesmanship of Bangabandhu, his clear-sighted moral conviction and his unflinching determination to seek justice for the people of East Pakistan were truly the game changers. As a result, the world learned a valuable lesson that the will of the majority of people cannot be subjugated by any force, however brutal. I remember that I was inspired as a youth by the moral courage of Bangabandhu. Like millions of others, I was electrified by his powerful voice and the understanding that it carried the aspirations of 70 million people of Bangladesh at that time. Like millions of Indians of my generation, we were elated by the victory of Bangladesh over an oppressive regime and were deeply inspired by the faith and courage of the people of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a unique country of astonishing natural beauty, fertile land and majestic rivers. It is a land of poets, artists, scholars and thinkers. Historically, the people of this land have always deeply valued art and scholarship. You have always given primacy to the pursuits of the mind, culture and language, which are the dominant and unifying elements of your national identity. As a result, you already have the unique conditions for a coherent, harmonious and dynamic society. If the first 50 years of our partnership began by surmounting extraordinary challenges that forced a deep friendship between our people, perhaps the time has come to raise the bar even higher. To achieve that, our businesses, our academics, and especially our youth must be motivated to jointly create globally pioneering initiatives in the world of ideas, creativity, commerce, and technology. Our innovators should be urged to find new solutions based on locally appropriate technologies to address our common development challenges. We must urge our thinkers to leverage the power of our own unique success stories to find best-in-class ideas that are relevant in our regional context. Together we can create opportunities for seamless flow of ideas and innovation as we enter a new era of interconnectivity.
President Kovind will meet the Liberation War fighters of Bangladesh or Mukti Jodha as well as Indian veterans on Friday. One such Liberation War fighter, Captain Shahabuddin, who was involved in bombing places in Dhaka during the war, shares his experience on that memorable day in 1971. He remembers 16th of December 1971 when Pakistani General Niazi surrendered before the Indian Armed Forces.
Finally, Pakistan army was totally underconfident and surrendered to Indian army. So that was 16th of December 1971. In the morning, our Chief of Staff, General Osmani, we took him to Kumilla from Agartala and came back in the afternoon, and we got the information that Pakistan is ready for surrender. Now we proceeded to Dhaka with our helicopter, and we landed at Tesga airport after 9 months. And General Arora, he came with surrendered Pakistani General Niazi to airport, and we met them. And our country was free. And this was because of with the help of the Indian government, especially the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and the people of India.
India has been steadfast in its commitment and support to its friendship with Bangladesh, forged by the blood of sacrifice that flowed through the river Padma during the Bangladesh's birth. The relationship is based on similarities in our economic journey, aspirations, developmental experiences, and a growing friendship and contact between our two peoples. President Ramnath Kovind's visit to Bangladesh will serve as a harbinger of an ever-growing friendship underpinned by common sacrifice, common struggle, shared culture, and physical and emotional proximity between the two nations, and will take it to new heights.
শোনো একটি মুজিবরের থেকে লক্ষ মুজিবরের কণ্ঠস্বরের ধ্বনি প্রতিধ্বনি আকাশে বাতাসে ওঠে রনি বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ শোনো একটি মুজিবরের থেকে লক্ষ মুজিবরের কণ্ঠস্বরের ধ্বনি প্রতিধ্বনি আকাশে বাতাসে ওঠে রনি বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ।
You were listening to a special program on Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh Liberation War and President Ramnath Kovind's address at the Victory Day celebration in Bangladesh. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsttalks@gmail.com.